Hi, this is Christina with Queer Centric Books, and today we're going to discuss Strength in Numbers by Brad Vance. This is the second book in the Game Players series. The first one is Would I Lie to You? I'm going to say that you can read Strength in Numbers as a standalone. I am not going to recommend this at all. I think you need to read Would I Lie to You, just because Brad does such a great job developing characters that you're going to understand who Marc and Jesse are, but you're not going to fully understand who Marc and Jesse are. You're not going to understand what made them who they are today, and you're not going to understand the true hate behind the two people that they're going to play this wonderful cat and mouse game with. So just kind of, open your wallet, fork over that $1, $2, $3, and read Would I Lie to You first. This is Strength in Numbers, once again, by Brad Vance. It was released on February 9th, 2016. I am a follower of Brad on pretty much anything I can follow Brad on. I've listened to his rants on Facebook and everything regarding this whole Bitcoin phenomenon that's going on. And me being somebody who just doesn't care, I guess, about Bitcoin, there was times when he just kept talking about it and I was just, one more time about Bitcoin, Brad, and I don't have a book in my hands to go with it. It's to the moon with you, Alice. But we finally have it, and I am so excited to share this with you because I really enjoyed the whole race around the world, find the clues. I found Strength in Numbers and this whole series to be kind of unique in that we are going around the world to find clues that go with what is the Satoshi Hoard of Bitcoin. Satoshi is the one who developed Bitcoin. And so Brad's going to give you some insider scoop on what the whole thing with it is, because like me, whatever, okay. But you're going to have to know to understand what's going on. And so you have Marc Julian, who is a software billionaire, and he is in love with Jesse Winchester, who is a hacker extraordinaire. He is a computer genius, but by law, after getting out of jail, which you would know about if you read Would I Lie to You, he cannot put his little fingers on a computer. So when we pick up Strength in Numbers, we are back out of the country where Jesse is currently hiding, where he can't be extradited back to the United States. He has to go and get a clue from a Russian mobster who has now called in a favor that he has to go and find the Satoshi Hoard. And this Satoshi Hoard is worth, in dollars, multi-millions. Like, I think 375 is what it turned out when the book came out. And that is a lot of money. And they have to find this, and then they're supposed to hand it over to this Russian mobster who wants to buy his way back into Russia and, home without having to go back to jail. So they get the first clue, and together their brains kind of figure this out. What's going on? How is this going to happen? Where are we going to next? Together they process the clues, work on the clues. And throughout everything that's going on, the conversations between these two are actually so genius. Like, I love Brad's writing. I love how he puts characters together, and I think these two might be some of my favorites. Just the conversations that they have, the banter back and forth, the sexy times. I mean, these two are quite creative. And then once they leave what I'm assuming is Europe, sorry, Brad, and they head to South America, there is a player from the first book that comes in, and it's quite fantastic, and I love how he puts this person and all of them together. This person and Jesse finally meeting, it's like, even reading it, I could just feel the tension flowing over my body, and kind of this could be an awkward situation if just one little thing goes wrong. And Brad does such a great job of putting you in right there into that moment. And you are in this building, in this room in South America, and you are feeling the tension of the two males that have, one has claimed Marc in the past and one that has claimed Marc now. And how are these two characters going to get along? And so it was exciting. It was tense. It was kind of an angsty moment of, ooh, this could turn really bad, or this could turn really good, or this could turn really good. And so I'm hoping that eventually we get a really good moment out of the three of these. Hint, hint. So through all of this, they are trying to outsmart and be ahead of their enemies, which is Chip and Walt. Chip is from Jesse's past, and Walt is from Julian's past. And you learn all about this in What I Lied to You, and exactly why Marc and Jesse loathe Walt and Chip. And all of them are trying to figure out the clues and get the Satoshi Hoard first. So it's really interesting, and they try to outsmart each other. They try to get each other pushed back. And Walt and Chip actually do a really good job of pushing Jesse and Marc back, only Jesse kind of had like something up his sleeve that they really didn't, put into play, the other two. And it's so interesting to watch. This whole cat and mouse game just was so exciting and fun, and I loved it. I loved everything about it. I know I say I love things all the time, but seriously, I loved this. I loved the cat and mouse game. I loved the chase. I loved mind play and the trickery and the places that they went. And I loved the backstabbing. And once again, I loved the angst of bringing this third person in. And just how they played and how everything rolled together was just really, really fun to be involved with. So I think if you've read Would I Lie to You, you're going to love Strength in Numbers. Like, I think Strength in Numbers put my love of Jesse and Marc like onto a completely different level. I didn't know if I could love them anymore, but I would just continue to like their stories. But I love these two a whole lot more. They are so much fun and fascinating, and we learn even more about Marc's past in this one, and something that also made him who he is today. And I think that it's fun and intriguing to learn new things about characters that you've already loved. So Strength in Numbers by Brad Vance, freaking like 500 million Bitcoins, okay? But in the world of books, 5 stars. This is a phenomenal read. It was fun, intriguing, it was very well paced. You are not going to be bored. If you're like me and you're just like, Bitcoin, he describes it in such a way that you're kind of like, all right, I can get with it. I can go with the flow. It's not too little. It's not too much. You're going to be able to just enjoy what you're reading and kind of just go with the flow and feel the feels, enjoy the sexy times, enjoy the cat and mouse game. And all in all, it's just going to be a fun book that you're just going to enjoy. So Strength in Numbers, the second book of the Game Players series, out now.